Hi folks, and welcome to this Matchbox restoration of this Porsche 911 in some sort of horrid brown colour. They should never be brown. Let's see what we can do with this one. This is a custom resto, so enjoy. Right, this is the first one that I've done. It's in not too bad condition, but it's a horrible colour and I think it deserves a repaint. As you can see, the door's open. This one is a left-hand drive, as you can probably see there, and it's quite detailed inside. I'll probably end up painting that interior, and the base is all there. It's nice and straight. The wheels are a little bit tired, but we can clean them up. And all in all, it's got a little post missing there, as you can see. I didn't notice that before, so we're gonna have to repair that. The other side seems to be okay. I think it might have a little crack in it, so it's something we're gonna have to attend to. And yeah, so first of all, let's get the base apart, drill these rivets out, or these posts rather, and see what we got inside. Now my drill's not too sharp, so make sure you have got a sharp drill. I like to use this on quite high speed, as you can see. It's only got two posts, this one. So let's just prise it open. Give me a little bit of resistance, this one. I thought there was some other sort of hook holding it in, so I did persevere and just give it a little wiggle, but it was probably just the post that was holding it in with the burr on the edge of the post, so I'll have to round that off and file that down due to having a blunt drill. And as you can see, they've got the pinched axles in there, so we're going to have to grind them out as well. The tow bar is broken off, so I'm going to be cutting that off anyway. Who wants a Porsche with a tow bar? So let's take this interior out now and have a little look inside. It's pretty detailed, left-hand drive, as I said. The seats are nicely detailed. The glass just sits in there. There's no posts or anything that locates on. Very brittle by the looks of it. It's a bit rough and ready, but hopefully we can bring that back. And as you know, the doors do open, so I can't see this being painted before, so it did come in this horrible bronzy brown colour. I'll take the doors off to paint them. A lot of people leave them on, but for the sake of getting around and leaving bits out, missing bits, I might as well take them off and actually spray them off the car and just assemble it again afterwards, just by returning that spring back in there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that post, as I said. The rest of the casting looks okay. There's no dents or anything, or any scuff marks. It's probably a little bit oxidized because the paint has been chipped off in places. So let's get these little axles out now. As I say, I find the best tool for this is a Dremel with a little grinding tube on there. I've used different shapes. This one I think worked the best. And just be gentle with this. You don't want to damage the actual axle itself. You just want to take the metal away around it where it's been pinched in the factory. You can't bend these back open again, you see, because they are cast and they're solid, so it's just a solid bar you're grinding away. And hopefully, if you've ground enough away, you should just be able to put a little screwdriver underneath and ping the axle out. There you go, and that one did ping out as well. Straight onto the floor that one went. So this one fell out. I obviously ground that one away a little bit better, so I'll put the wheels to one side and now we'll get some paint off of this vehicle. Well, as you can see, it looks like it's only got one coat of paint on it, so the base was black. I will probably paint the base black again, so I'm using power strip here as I normally do. This is quite a strong, potent paint stripper. And basically just get it all covered and let it do its work, basically. I know I'll play about with it, but that's more me wanting to speed things up, as I've sped this footage up actually, but don't worry about that, it does all come off, so there you go. Right, so while that was cooking, I decided to repair this post here, and I've got some plasticine here, and I'm just sort of making a little support package behind where I'm going to repair it. Otherwise it could be very tricky to put this in. Yeah, I just use one of these split pins. I find that I've got these in various sizes, and all I'm doing there is it just gives a bit of support where you can hold it in place without having to fiddle about. And I've got some baking soda here and some super glue, and just in the joints there, I've cut this a little bit shorter, and I'll just fill up with some baking soda there, as you can see, and that really does make an instant solid piece of repair work, and as you can see, after I've shaped it and added a bit more to the pillar, I think it looks pretty good. I think I've done a pretty good job of that. And as I say, you can actually file this to the shape you need, so don't worry about putting too much on. You can file it back. You must check the glass as well, make sure the glass does fit, and as you can see there, it actually fits in there lovely, so I'm happy with that. I've done these before and I've left too much on the inside, so just something to be aware of. Time to prime now with the Tamiya Fine Primer. This is the white one, and just going around it liberally. I like to put this stuff on, it really leaves a nice finish, and it doesn't take away any detail of the actual car as well. And I like to dry off with a hot air gun. Be careful not to hold it too close, but as I say, this enables you to paint multi-layers of paint within a very short time. Just make sure you don't overheat the aluminium, otherwise it could bubble the paint up because it holds the heat. Now we're going to just apply some black. This was all done virtually within about half an hour, so you can really do this by, you can really speed up your paint process by doing it this way. And I did give it 2 to 3 coats, and then, as you know, I always finish off with the Mr. Colour lacquer and the leveling thinner on a 1-to-1 mix. That's what I always do, and it works well for me. You can go up to 2 to 1 with this, but as I say, it works all right for me. Comes out the gun all right. And what I actually done as well, which you didn't see on camera, I actually put a coat of lacquer on the windshield as well. And gun settings is quite critical when you're spraying the lacquer on. If you find you're getting a very mottled finish, you've probably got too much air pressure. So just drop the pressure down a little bit and hover over the car a lot longer. Slow your strokes down, and you'll find you should get that nice glossy sheen. I think I had a bit too much pressure on this one, to be honest with you, but not a problem. It does look out. It turned out fine in the end. Right, okay then, so let's get this glued in, these little rivets that I use. I don't use screws, as you know. I drill a hole in and drop these little rivets in. As you can see, I didn't actually paint the base. I thought I'd left it standard because the whole car was black, and it just adds a nice little contrast. And I'm sure you'll agree that that looks pretty original as opposed to the screws. Nothing wrong with the screws, as I've said before, it's just my choice. Right, so let's have a look at what we started with. As you can see, it was a horrible brown colour. A lot of paint was chipped off, the windscreen was all scratched up. We had a broken pillar on the other side there at the front of the windscreen, so all this had to be repaired. And this is what we've ended up with. I'm quite happy with it. I have left the wheels black, and I think it looks alright with these little extra details that I've put on there. I took the towing hook off, although the little metal bit underneath the towing hook, I've still left that on for originality. And as you can see, there's the repair I did to the window pillow at the front there, and I'm very, very happy with it. The finish is not as good as I'd like to have had, but I'm happy with it. And if you like my restorations, do check out my other videos as well. I have a playlist dedicated to the die-cast models, and I'll see you in the next video. And until then, bye for now.